Hello guys and welcome here. My name is Yassine. In today's video we are going to learn how you can insert and use charts in Microsoft Word. So charts can be a powerful tool in order to present, for example, your project, and are especially good if you want to visualize your project. So how can you insert those charts and how can you modify pretty much what is inside of your charts? Well, it's pretty simple. To be able to do that, first of all, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go here and click on the Insert tab just there. Once it's all done, what we wanna do is simply click on the Chart button right here. And what's gonna happen is that you will be able to select a chart that you want to insert, depending on the data that you have. What I suggest you is to have this data in the format, in an Excel format, because what's gonna happen when you're gonna add the chart is that you will have to modify the data in a format that is an Excel format. So you'll see, so as you can see here, the chart has appeared. Now, if you want to modify the format, as you can see, well, if you want to modify the data, as you can see here, what's happening is that you have an Excel spreadsheet that has appeared for the chart. So this is where you will modify the data that you have right there. So if we click on next, and if we want to have access again to this data, we can simply click, well, we can simply right click, and here we can click on edit data. Now, if we want to modify the data that we have, how we will proceed is pretty simple. We'll simply modify it directly on the Excel document that will be generated from this chart. So what is interesting with this is that you can enter all the Excel formulas that you normally use directly here on this Excel document. So let's try it out. So we'll enter some really simple formulas. So let's say here we're gonna generate random numbers that will be from 1 to 10. So to do that, we'll simply write down a formula. So it's gonna be rand between 1 and 10. And as you can see, we'll have a random number that will be generated. And I can do that pretty much everywhere right here. And here we go. I have generated random numbers that are between 1 and 10. And each time that I refresh my Excel document, those numbers can be refreshed. I can also change the names here. So it's category 1, category 2, category 3, category 4. I can change the name to say, instead of category, I can just write down cat1. And here you will see the modification will automatically appear. It becomes cat1. All right. Same thing for my series. I can change it instead of seri 1. I can have, for example, ser 1, and it will automatically adapt and change right here. Once I'm done modifying my graph, what I can do is simply click on the X button, and all the information will be, well, will stay right here. So this is pretty interesting. Now, if I want to change the type of chart that I have, how exactly am I going to proceed? So it's pretty simple. You can just double click on your chart and you will be able to pretty much modify it how you want. So if you want to change the chart, not type, but if you want to change the format of your chart, it's going to be right here. Well, the layout, if I can say it this way, it's going to be right here. Let's say you want it like this, so you can have it like this, for example. If you want to change the information that is inside of the chart, it's pretty simple. You can just click on the little plus button, and here you'll be able to add or delete some information from your chart. So let's say I want to have the axis title. I didn't add them, but you can add the axis title. You can have data labels. You can have the table under your data. So if you really want to present your graph, and under your graph you want to present the table associated with your graph, you can do so. You can also add a trend line if you want to do that. So you can have a trend line here. Once again, all this is not very useful, but if you want to add all this, it's possible to do it. Now, if you want to, here for example, if you want to change the style, as I said, you can either change it there or simply double click and change it right here. So as I said, you can simply double click and change it right here. And finally, if you want to change the data, so you can just right click on it, and then you'll be able to, well, just go on our chart, right click on our chart and simply edit data right here. So this is pretty much how you can create a chart directly on Microsoft Word. So as you can see, it's not that complicated. It's just important to understand that you will have to work with an Excel document that will be generated. So this is why I like it. This is why I like it personally, because it goes from Word to Excel, and you can just modify your Excel and it will automatically create a chart on Word. So if you have found value in this video, don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, and see you in another of my videos.